Hi, Black Gypsy here. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be focused on what would happen if you were alone with your crush. What would happen if you were alone with your crush? So for pile number 1, we have this Mardi Gras necklace that features a green crown pendant. And for pile number 2, we have this simple lion toy. Pile number 1, pile number 2, the timestamps will be in the description box below. Pick one pile and I'll see you at your reading. Thank you. Hello. If you chose this green Mardi Gras necklace as pile number 1, let us see what would happen if you were alone with your crush. Okay, pile number 1. What would happen if you were alone with your crush? Before we get into our reading, let us look at the oracle messages that we have for today. We have the I am sacred card. Let me zoom out a bit. And we have Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, support. Now on to our tarot cards. The first card we have is the Knight of Mirrors. Second card we have is the Two of Rings. And the last card we have is the Eight of Mirrors. So, what would happen if you were alone with your crush? Pile number 1. With the Knight of Mirrors, this card right here, when I first saw it pop out, there is this uninviting energy. Like, you see how this man is in this card. You know, he has his arms crossed. And there is this sense of like superiority. There's a sense of arrogance. There's a sense of like, I am better than you vibe with the Knight of Mirrors, which equates to the Knight of Swords in tarot. And it says the meathead in the bottom here. So whoever you have a crush on, pile number 1, there's a sense that this person thinks that they could do better, or they feel like they're better than you, or there's a sense of why am I even hanging out with you kind of vibes. Because whenever somebody crosses their arms, body language experts usually signify that as someone who's just unapproachable, that doesn't want to be bothered, or don't talk to me vibes, okay? So I'm getting that from this card here. And we have the Two of Rings in reverse, which equates to the Two of Pentacles. And it shows like a balance, a scale of like two hearts, okay? One heart here, one heart there, but it came up in reverse. So I am feeling that this relationship is rather one-sided, okay? One of you is rather excited to be with the other, okay? And when I'm seeing the Brothers of the Rose card, it's talking about sacred masculine. There's a phrase that says sacred masculine here, and I'm hearing the word jerk, okay? There could be a masculine that you might have a crush on, but if you were alone with this masculine, he's probably going to be some sort of a jerk towards you. And then last but not least, we have the Eight of Mirrors, okay? And it says in your head, okay? The Eight of Mirrors equates to like the Eight of Swords, which usually talks about somebody who is trapped in something, someone who's restrained, someone that is just that can't really move forward because of something going on in their mind. I'm getting a sense that when you both are alone, it's like you guys are gonna be like, when is this gonna be over? There's this mental straining happening, where it's like, man, this is rather unbearable. Like, I want to go do something else. Okay, and I'm sorry, pile number one, if you chose this, but I am not really feeling a lot of romantic or like a lot of hugs. It's just like, this is boring. I'd rather go do something else. I feel like you guys are not going to be talking with each other with this Eight of Mirrors. I feel like you guys are going to be in your head. You're going to be like, man, this is just probably one of the worst experiences in my life. With the I Am Sacred card, it's telling me that you, pile number one, you may want to up your standards a bit. I'm getting a sense that you could do better. This person may not be marriage material because it does feature an Indian bride. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here with the tarot cards. So I'm going to pull a few cards from my truth picture to fine tune this message a bit further. We have mean. We have popular. And we have shy. Mean, popular, and shy. So the person that you're going to be alone with, they might be a little bit mean. I don't want to say a little bit. I'm going to just say straight up. The person is mean. Okay? There might be some mean occurrences that might happen between you, as I mentioned before. And you probably might see a meaner side to this person if you were alone with your crush. With the popular card, the person that you may have a crush on is a rather popular person, or someone that's highly desired. Like everybody wants them. But if this person were to be with you alone, pile number one, they may not, meet your expectations. With the shy card, this ties into like the Eight of Swords, but I'm not seeing shy as something that's rather sweet. I'm seeing this shy card as someone who is just like, there is something about someone being rather insecure. Okay, you're gonna feel very, very insecure around this person. You might be someone that is very extroverted, pile number one, but for some reason when you're around this person, it is as if, man, I can't really like be myself around this person because he or she might be rather judgmental, or he or she might say something that's rather mean. So with this shy card, it's as if you can't really be yourself around this person, right? So overall, what I'm getting from this reading, pile number one, is that you're really not going to be doing anything. I could imagine you two like sitting on one side of the room, like you're on one side and the other person is on the other side, and you two having your back towards each other. Like, when is this ever going to be over? So yeah, that's how I feel. This is not really like a romantic vibe. I'm not really feeling it from this spread. So other than that, that concludes your tower reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hello. If you chose this lion toy as pile number two, let us see what would happen if you were alone with your crush. number 2. Before we get into our tarot cards, let us look at the oracle message that we have for today. This card says, I release what doesn't serve me. This one says, the return. A new story, you decide. Alignment, it's coming together. Now, on to our tarot cards. The first card is the 3 of Flutes. The second card is the Ace of Rings. And the last card is Paradise. So, what would happen if you were alone with your crush? Pile number 2. With the 3 of Flutes, the first card, there's definitely going to be some interaction between you two, especially using your hands. There might be a lot of hand holding. There might be a little bit of flirtatious touching, like someone might might touch one other's thigh, or might even put their arm over one's shoulder, etc., etc. You can see like these hands, they're interacting, and it says here to make friends. So it's gonna be rather friendly / romantic, depending on how far it gets, but there's gonna be some physical touch happening. With the Ace of Rings, this middle card, it says first date. So I feel like this if you were alone with your crush, I feel like it's gonna be more of an unofficial date. All right, you guys might be dating each other, you might not even know. Okay, with the ice cream available, you guys might be sharing some sweets. There might be some food involved. It doesn't have to necessarily be ice cream. You guys could have pizza or microwavable foods or hibachi, I don't know, what have you, but food will be there, and you guys are just going to be eating, and just having a mellow time. And last but not least, we have Paradise. Again, we have something that relates to food. It shows a drink here. You guys might be drinking something, but I feel like whatever it is that you guys are eating or drinking, it's going to be so good. Like the food is going to be amazing. And with these hands present, you guys might be even sharing. You might even feed each other the food. Like I could picture you guys feeding each other strawberries or pizza or chocolate, what have you. It doesn't have to be that extent, but what would happen if you were alone with your crush, pile number 2, is that you guys, I'm getting a sense that you guys are going to be eating a lot or drinking a lot, and there's just definitely going to be a lot of hand holding or you cuddling up with one another. Okay, the way this woman is crying on this photo, she says, I release what doesn't serve me. There might be some times where you might be a bit vulnerable with the person you're with, pile number 2. Like you might share some sad experiences, but with this a new story here coming from the return card, it is like the person might learn something about you. In fact, you might learn something about each other. And whatever happens, whatever you tell, whatever story you share with your crush, is as if you've released a burden, right? Someone knows about it and they might share their thoughts, their opinions, their advice, their words of wisdom. And I feel like this is going to be a rather memorable time between you and your crush. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards from our truth picture to fine tune this message a bit further. We have mean. We have stupid. And then we have the word creative. We have mean, stupid, and creative. You know, with the mean card, I don't really feel like your crush or the person you're with is going to be a mean person. I don't really feel that. I see the mean card as something where I'm hearing the phrase, what do you mean? Right? What do you mean? So someone might ask for clarifications here, so that they can have a better understanding to what it is that you're trying to say or what it is that your crush is trying to say. I don't really see like mean as someone being mean to one another. I don't really feel that as a vibe. But it's more so like you two trying to get to know one another. Like, what do you mean? So that I can understand you better, etc. With the stupid card, um, maybe with the stupid card is more so like the stupid mistakes you've made in the past. It comes with this, I release what doesn't serve me. I feel like you might say, hey, I've done a lot of stupid things, but your crush is like, no, it's not stupid. Don't talk to yourself like that. You probably feel like you want to justify and be like, yeah, I've done stupid things, but the crush just wants you to get out of this negative phase of that negative thinking about yourself, so it ties in with the mean card. I don't really feel like your crush is going to make you feel stupid. Maybe when you guys are alone with one another, you might say stupid jokes. You might say something stupid, or he might act stupid just to make you smile or something like that. That's how I feel with the stupid card. And the creative, which kind of ties in with the stupid card. There's just something where you guys are going to have a lot of fun. Okay, someone's going to be rather creative. I feel like someone's going to say a lot of jokes. I feel like if you were alone with your crush, there's just going to be something fun with the food that you eat. You guys might play with your food. You might even, I'm seeing somebody that's forcefully putting a bar of chocolate in one's mouth or splattering one cake in someone's face, something like that. But with that creative fun, it's just like there's a sense of you just being yourself with your crush. All right, there's a sense of you being yourself with your crush and like setting yourself free from the past mistakes you've made. Okay, that's what I feel with the you decide phrase here under the return card. There's a sense of freedom. You're going to be very free. You're going to be very happy. And it's just nothing but fun between you two. So that is all I have for you, pal number 2. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.